we can actually promote behavioral changes in businesses, in households, in local authorities. How we can kind of catch up with innovation opportunities while at the same time still valorizing the local culture and traditions.
Bienvenue à toutes les personnes qui parlent français dans cette région.
And welcome to everyone speaking French in this region, Umbria.
Right, so I believe that your question
has two questions, actually. The first part is how can we promote change to make it acceptable in local communities? The second question is the effort that Sviluppumbria, together with the local governments, is carrying on. Let's start from the first point. How can we promote change that is socially acceptable in line with the topics and sustainable development? It's a big issue, but in Umbria, with this local government, we are trying to conciliate environmental sustainability, social sustainability, and economic sustainability. If I had to use a way to link these three topics, I would say that in Umbria, we are trying to go towards a livable sustainability, living sustainability that put all these three dimensions together. How can we make it possible for communities to feel part, to feel protagonists of a living sustainability? These decisional processes are complex, but we have three ingredients that are fundamental. The first one is reduce asymmetries in benefits and duties for change. For local communities, reduce these asymmetries between benefits and burdens in the short term. And I would like to give you some examples, but technology can be used to reduce these benefits. But we talk about sustainability challenges, and benefits are going far places, far from communities, and communities only feel the burdens, and those asymmetries risk to create barriers at social level. The second ingredient towards a living sustainability is understanding that we don't need to turn local communities into museums to create fear and protection. We need to be able to design a development project that could go beyond obstacles and barriers. We need a development project, and that's the second ingredient to fight obstacles and resistances. And the third ingredient for a decision-making process towards a living sustainability is participation, engagement, sharing of the choices by local communities. And I do believe that a decision-making process should put these three ingredients together: reducing asymmetries between benefits and burdens on local communities. Second, number two, design a local development project. And third, engaging communities. In this way, we could activate the best energies. And let's make some examples from Umbria, from our region. Let's think about energy transition. Sviluppumbria and local authorities are working in this sense. Umbria is a very small region, but we produce a great amount of hydroelectric energy, and we are the third region in Italy. We are very rich in water, and after Valle d'Aosta and Trentino, we are producing the most hydroelectric energy in Italy. These plants create benefits that are far from our region, and we perceive only the burdens. And we have the highest energy costs in Europe. And this asymmetry is creating problems. We are trying to create a public-private governance for hydroelectric power plants to put local communities at the center. Local communities need energy for schools and hospitals. And I think that this is the challenge that we need to face to reduce the asymmetries that I mentioned. And something that can put communities back at the center. Let's start from hydroelectric plants in Umbria. Second example, we heard many times that Umbria is not, doesn't have big cities. We rather have small towns, small villages, many landscapes. We are trying to rewrite through big reforms the way to experience these places, to live our life in historical towns. We are trying to regulate the services in the public and private fields, services that are present in such villages and towns. We are rewriting the rules in some sectors that provide services to local communities because they are fundamental for a good quality of life. And through this regulation, we are trying to activate tools like interventional tools that can help preserve commercial activities, service activities, craft activities for a social sustainability and economic sustainabilities. And these interventions are fundamental. They are far from the logic that ruled our trade, let's say. We used to think that only trade liberalization was the rule to follow, but that doesn't work for small towns and villages. We are working on this, proximity economy district. Let's say a series of services that are fundamental for the quality of life of citizens. We are trying to develop services that come from the very community. We are thinking about sustainable tourism. We created a website called Umbria Tourism and bikeinumbria.it. We really think that we can work on sustainable tourism. Last but not least, we imagined attracting young talents and new employment opportunities. We know that the labor market is transforming, is changing. Young people want to work remotely. We imagined a platform called Invest in Umbria. We have real estate owned by Umbria to promote new companies, new enterprises. We have mansions and castles that can host young people coming from short periods of time to work in Umbria. So let's try and balance sustainability at social, economic, and environmental level. And we need to work through towards a living sustainability. Otherwise, we cannot overcome all our challenges.
Thank you, Mr. Ferrucci. Now,